All right, Coach Keppel, another big win, 4-0 on the year. Let's talk about Monticello.
Well, 4-0 is great, obviously. The Battle of the Timberlands is what we had touted the game at, and we knew going in that UAM was going to be tough. And the reason being, they were a team that was 1-3. They'd played some opponents fairly tough. Their back was against the wall. They were at home. They knew they needed to win bad, and you're going to get a team's best shot with all they got. And with a little assistance from the rain that downpoured the whole game, it made it tough on both sides, obviously. We felt like it was a game that we should have been able to put out of reach earlier. We didn't. With a turnover, a fumble on our own 1 yard line going in, and an interception on our own 1 yard line going in, that really kind of skews the way the final score ended up. But I thought UAM played hard. I thought our football team played hard. It was a hard-fought contest. We expected that, and the outcome was great. We had a lot of great individual efforts from Tyler Thorne for 300 plus, and Mark Russian for 200 plus. Our defense, really stepped up as the game went on. I think defensively we just got to get to where we started a little faster. We came out a little flat the other night, and I thought we were flat on offense until the second half. We came out with that first possession in the second half, and really it took it up a notch and made a big difference in the football game. But a great night for us. Happy to be able to get the trophy, first annual, and I know Dr. Rankin had to be very happy about that also. Something the two schools presidents got together on just to add a little incentive to the game, and obviously overall great night for us.
Let's talk about what it means to bring the first trophy back since '97 to SAU.
Well, that's huge. I'll take any trophies they want to give us right now. We got a lot of goals with this football team. Obviously right now 4 wins in a row is a good start. We're trying to build on that this week, get to 5. Got a tough opponent, but we've got short-term goals, long-term goals that we've got set up. Obviously, our short-term goal right now is to beat Harding in the Boomtown Classic, but our long-term goals, we'll keep them in-house right now, and so our football team is getting better. We've just got to stay focused. I think we got to play come out of the chute with a little more intensity than what we have this year. We've played from behind in the last 3 games, and but the good news is we fought all the way to the end and came out with victories. That's good stuff for us. So it means a lot to bring the trophy home. Southern Arkansas. The history of the school, we haven't brought a lot of trophies home. I want to bring some trophies home while I'm here, and hopefully we keep things going the way we want, and have a little luck along the way. Maybe we can bring home one this year.
You talked about Mark Johnson just a minute ago. Big week for him. Just today he was announced as the GAC Offensive Player of the Week. Talk about his performance in Monticello.
Well, his performance was, just really solid. Obviously a lot of credit has to go to the offensive line. But Mark's sticking it up in there. He's making nice reads. He's a special back in our league. Obviously, he's leading the league in rushing. Led the league in rushing last year. First team all conference back, and you can go on and on. We're just lucky he's on our team. Glad to have him. He's having a good year. He's playing with great passion and great intensity right now. Probably more than he's ever played in his life and doesn't realize it. And I think the rest of the year should be a great year for Mark. We're expecting a big one out of him this week. The good news is we're balanced enough on offense that we don't have to totally rely on the running game. We're able to get enough passing game to go with it, and our receivers are playing really solid. But Mark, just big night. Good honor for him, honor he deserves most definitely. Glad to see him get it.
All right, so this week you're working on a lot of things at practice. Tell us a little bit about that.
Well, obviously, you play Harding University. You're playing a wishbone team, the only one on our schedule. Something that you do not ever see, so it's totally different. And so you've kind of got to shift gears defensively. Last year we didn't shift gears. We got neutral and got stuck, and couldn't get out, and they embarrassed us here the first game of the year last year. And it's something that's stuck in my craw since. We didn't have a good plan going in, and had a lot of new guys on the defensive side of the football last year, and they made us look bad, and that was probably as embarrassing a performance as I've ever been associated with as a coach ever, and don't think I haven't forgot about it. So that just adds a little fuel to the fire for me. Hopefully it'll add some fuel to the fire for our team going into this year's game, because we got some payback. I mean, are we capable? I don't know. Right now, we're playing with a lot of confidence. We're a talented football team. They're a talented football team too. So practice, you totally have to shift gears for Harding in the way you practice and what they do. They're the leading rushing team in the country. They're very impressive on film. They've got some talented guys. Defensively, they're one of the top defenses in our league, if not the top defense. I think they're leading the league in scoring right now. Their guys play like they got their hair on fire. I mean, they play with a lot of intensity, a lot of passion. We got to match that. The good news for us is we've got guys for the first time since I've been here that they're not scared of contact. So we're going to be ready to bring it. It will be a war in Boomtown. Statistically, both teams are very even on both sides of the ball. It has all the ingredients of a great football game. If you don't come to El Dorado Saturday, you're going to miss out.
What would a victory against Harding mean for the Mule Riders?
It's just the next step. To beat a team that's playing at the level of Harding right now, undefeated, with a great win over North Alabama, a good win last week over East Central, a team that's playing at a high level, to get a win against a team playing at a high level right now would just be really a little bit of a signature win for us right now. It's just the next step, though. Each game only counts one. We don't get 1+1 or anything like that. I mean, so it would be huge for us. Obviously, we'd love to go over and win the Boomtown Classic. We'd like to bring that trophy home. It would keep us on top of the league right now and keep us in the driver's seat for our own destiny, where we don't have to hope someone beats someone to get back up at the top. So it's a huge game. It's a huge game for both teams, and we're looking forward to the challenge of it. Can't wait to play it. I think our guys will be ready. I do know we've got to take it up another notch than what we have. We've showed signs of it at times this year, but we got to, from the opening kickoff, we've got to have that intensity level right, or Harding will get after us.
All right, now this will be your third time to play in El Dorado for the Boomtown Classic. Talk about playing in that atmosphere.
It's been a good atmosphere. Obviously our first year over there, it was the first year they had it. Probably not as good as what year two was for us when we went over there. I thought year two over there ended up being a really great game down to the wire, even though we came out on the short end of it against UAM. But we were going over there at a different time with a much lesser team. With a much lesser team than what we got now. I mean, just for us to go back and watch the Harding game from last year and evaluate ourselves, I mean, it's night and day. Yeah, watching us on film compared to now from what we were then. So we're actually taking a quality football team in against a quality football team. Two teams that are undefeated, that's a huge difference than us going over to El Dorado and playing UAM 2 years in a row, and our record's bad and theirs wasn't probably much better, and nobody really cared. I think this right now has the ingredients of just a great Boomtown Classic. Probably the biggest single game in South Arkansas will be this year. Hopefully the people in South Arkansas want to come out and see some real college football. I mean, some legitimate college football. Talented guys, two undefeated teams, and it has everything you're looking for.
All right, Coach, we'll hope the fans come out 1:30 in El Dorado on Saturday to see the Mule Riders perform. And then we'll talk to you about it again on Monday.
Yeah, we need a big crowd. Hopefully we have a bunch of Mule Rider fans. Hopefully it's standing room only, and they come out and really get behind this football team. It should be a great game.
Sounds great. Thanks, Coach.
All right, man.